Bones Collector, and we're playing a game tonight called Averse, and we're at the Orlando Games Convention. And it's a kind of Ameritrashy style game, and it's got these sweet little characters that you play with. And this is the DC version, and in the DC version, the good guys are Batman and Batgirl, and the villains are Joker and Harley Quinn. And each character, good and bad, has a special ability, and on the special abilities you use to attack or challenge your opponent. And you roll dice just like you would in any good Ameritrashy game, and you have successes and you have defense that can show up on the dice, and you have a cooldown track where your ability tokens go, and once you at the end of the round they slide down till they're completely off, and once they come off the number 1, you can put them back on your character cards and reuse them. So the game is pretty simple, but yeah, I don't know if I would like it, but guess what? They make it in Harry Potter. That's right, Harry Potter universe. That excites me. That makes me want to get this game because I love Harry Potter. I'm not that crazy about DC. You know, I'm not into that stuff. But I really, really like Harry Potter. So I'm probably going to get this game because I love to play me some magic, some Harry Potter magic, and I love to represent for Ravenclaw, baby, because that's the house I belong in. And you heard it. Thanks for watching Bones Collector, and we'll come to you with some more video from the Orlando Games Convention 2019. See you later. Bye. Hey everybody, this is Bones Collector, and we're at the Orlando Games Con, and right now we just finished playing Tokaido. Tokaido takes place in Japan, and it's simply a journey along a magical path. We are going to have some great adventures and score some wonderful points, and do some panorama building and some event card scoring. And Lori won the game with 99 points. She could only score one more point. And I scored a measly 84, but that's all right. We still had a lot of fun, and the name of the game is Tokaido. It came out quite a few years ago, but it's the first time we've had the opportunity to play it, and we really liked it. So yeah, we'll keep playing games and having fun here at Orlando Games Con, and I hope you're having fun playing board games wherever you happen to be at. See you later on the Bones Collector. Bye. Hey you guys, welcome to the Orlando Game Con, and it's very noisy in here, but I'm trying to do a little video of a game we just got done playing called Catan by Phil Walker Harding. Now Phil Walker Harding has done a couple of games that are already in my collection, Barren Park and Gingerbread House, and I love both those games. I hadn't played this game, and I think this is older than the other two that I have. And I gotta tell you, I really had a good time playing this game. It's a cute little tile placement game, and you're simply going to have workers on your tiles, like that. You can see my yellow workers around the edges of that tile, and I place that so that whenever those workers touch a jungle tile that has a certain icon on it, I get that benefit. Which would be, let's say it's this one here. This is a gold mine out in the jungle, and if I have 2 workers that touch that gold mine, I get $2, which is points. You know, you get 2 gold, which is gold is points. And then there's other tiles like that. That's a cacao plantation. If I have workers that touch that plantation, I get some cacao. And then there's other. This is a market, and that says that the cacao that I get for place on my village board, I can sell for $3 for each one of them. And then you use this little village board here. This is your player board, and you have a water carrier. You start out with -10 points, so you have to place your tiles out in the jungle against water. There's only 2 lakes in the whole stack. You can see them right here. So you have to place your workers so that you can move up this track and try to get to that coveted 16, which I did, and it won the game for me. I got all the way to 16, and I kind of blocked Lori out from that. So that was kind of mean of me, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And yeah, this game's a lot of fun. I had never played it, and I'm always loving to come to conventions so that I can play games I've never played before. And Cacao is definitely one that I'm going to keep on my radar. So hey, that's the latest game that I've played at Orlando Game Con. And this is the Bones Collector saying I love every one of you. Have a great time. Keep on board gaming because it's the best hobby on the planet. See you later. Hey everybody, welcome to Orlando Games Con and welcome to the Bones Collector. But I wanted to talk about a game that I played here for the first time called Propanol. Propanol is very popular. You know, thousands and thousands of people have played it. I'm just late to the party, as usual. That's what happens when you get to be my age. But Propanol is on a great big wooden board, and it's an abstract game, a dexterity type of game where you're doing a flicking of some discs and trying to get them in a hole in the middle of the board. Of course, you're going to have an opponent who's trying to flick his discs to knock your discs out of the scoring opportunities that are on the board. These boards are like anywhere from $100 to $300, $400, $500. I mean, these Propanol boards are big wooden, I think they're 30 inches in diameter, weigh about 17, 18 pounds. And we got in a tournament here at the Orlando Games Con, and my wife Lori and I, it's the first time we had played it. And guess what? We made it to the finals. There was only 5 teams. Well, we'll take it. Hey, you know what's funny though? We made it to the finals, and 2 young fellas. Guess what? We went against these 2 nice young fellas, Nick and I can't remember the other guy's name. I feel bad, but they beat us 150 to nothing. Yeah, that's right. That wasn't a mistake. You heard me correctly. They beat us 150 to nothing. That's pretty embarrassing. They were nice fellas. They said they play the game constantly at home. We had just learned it that day, so I don't feel too bad. We had a great time. And Propanol is a great game, especially if you have a bunch of people over at your house. It's a game you can learn in 5 minutes, and everybody can play it and have a great time. So check it out, Propanol. It was a good time, and I'm going to pick me up one of those boards. I'll see you next time on the Bones Collector. I love every one of you. Keep on board gaming. It's the best hobby on the planet. Hey everybody, welcome to Bones Collector, and we're here at Orlando Game Con. We just finished playing a game called Change Horses, and this is a pretty interesting horse race game simulation, and the reason why it's very interesting is to win this horse race, you have to come in last. That's pretty cool. When I first saw it, I was like, well, it's a horse racing game, but when I started to read the rule book, it said that the winner of this game has to come in last, and you have special cards that you can play to wild cards to affect how those horses race around the track, and so that's pretty neat. And then you have a hand of cards with your jockey's picture on them that you play with the horse's color that affects the movement on the board also. So it's fairly simple set of game rules, but it's pretty interesting, and I had fun doing it. I think you'd have to play it a few times to really understand and how to strategize and use the wild cards. But it's a fine game from Rio Grande Games, designed by Bruce Whitehill, and yeah, a lot of fun to play. I don't know if I'd be looking to buy this because I have home stretch at home at my house. It's a horse racing simulation also, where you roll dice and move horses, and that's a lot of fun too. And I don't think this one will overtake it far. It's not going to be a photo finish. I'm going to stick with home stretch for right now. But hey, Change Horses by Rio Grande Games. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you're having fun wherever you're at, playing board games, whatever board games you happen to be playing. And see you again next time on the Bones Collector. I love every one of you. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to Bones Collector, and we're still here at Orlando Game Con at the Sheraton Hotel in Maitland. And we just got done playing Pioneer Days. Pioneer Days was published by Tasty Minstrel Games, one of my favorite board game publishers, and the designer is Matthew Dunstan and Chris Marley. And in Pioneer Days, it's exactly that. You're pioneers in the Old West, and you are trying to put together herds of cattle and avoid disasters. And in this game, there's a lot going on, and it's a little game. If you see it has 2 little boards, and so it's not a very big sprawling game, but it's a Euro-style resource exchange type of thing. You roll dice, and it's a dice drafter, so you're going to roll in a 2-player game 3 dice and take turns choosing a dice apiece, and then the final dice moves the disaster marker of whatever color die that is up on the track, and at the end of that track you got to pay that disaster, and it goes back to the beginning, and it hits you again later. So this is really, really a cool game. I like dice drafting, and I like the way this game plays. You can recruit townsfolk as part of what you do. You get equipment that gives you special powers. You have to put the equipment in your wagon. And look here, I have a whole herd of cattle, and I get a point for every cattle that's in my herd. So that was giving me quite a few points. And you have to satisfy these cards that when you visit the town at the end of the week. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on in this game. I didn't expect it to be this complex. It's very, very good. I don't know, man, I don't know. I wouldn't mind owning this game. It's a very good game, and it doesn't take up much space, and you know how the old Bones Collector loves that. Wow, what a great game design. The winner of the game is the player with the most victory points on this victory trail that you travel. And you get points for your cattle, and victory points at the bottom of your townsfolk cards, victory points for satisfying these towns. When you visit the town, satisfying these contract cards, and oh man,
So fun.
yeah. And guess what? After playing this game, it probably takes an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. After playing this, and we had all kinds of. Lori had different paths she was taking to try to score points. I was building my herd of cattle. That's the way I was scoring points. And after all that, guess what? You tied. And guess what? The tiebreaker is the person with the most silver. Guess what? We both had $4 left. So we tied. So we've been married for 44 years, and apparently we have the same brain. So that's sad, but true. Man, what a fun game. I didn't expect it to be this good, actually. It's very good, and I enjoyed it immensely. That disaster track that you see on this board creates all the tension in this game. And you have to watch how those disaster markers, when they're ready to trigger, and you better have what you need to cover those disasters. So that's where the tension comes from in this game. And a game without tension is a game not worth playing. This one has plenty of tension. I was sweating over how to resolve those disasters. So wow, what a fun game. Pioneer Days by Tasty Minstrel. It gets a thumbs up from the Bones Collector. Make sure you like and subscribe. I love every one of you. Keep on playing board games because it's the best hobby on the planet. I'll see you next time here at Orlando Game Con. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to Bones Collector, and we're at the Orlando Games Con, and we just got done playing Tapestry, designed by Jamie Stegmaier, and it's one of the more popular games right now that is out there. It's in the hot games section here at the Orlando Games Con, and it's a civilization building game, and I really, really liked it. I've heard some negative and positive reviews, so I've had people tell me they liked it, and others say that they don't like it. But I'm here to tell you it's a very fine game design, and the rule set is not that complicated, which is kind of interesting because there's a lot going on in the game, and that kind of doesn't make sense, but it's true. You simply have 4 tech tracks that you're going to be moving your markers on along the board to give you benefits and building benefits and cards, and then you have an area control thing going on in the center of the board, and then your player map. It's giving you income when you take income. So you can either take your turn can simply consist of one choice. You're going to choose income or you're going to choose to advance on one of these tracks. And that's really all there is to it. But there's complex things going on, and you have to really balance that income, because after 5 incomes, the game's over. After your 5th income. And that's it kind of caught us off guard. But yeah, it's a great game, and I really, really like it. It's component-wise, I mean, just look around. The components of this game are fantastic, and you expect nothing less from Jamie Stegmaier. But this is really, really a nice production by Stonemaier Games. These little buildings and the card stock is nice. The tiles are thick. The game board is very, very attractive. The player mats, they're kind of, I don't know, I think they're like plastic or something. But they're okay. They do the job, and I really enjoyed it. I wanted to make sure I played one really hot game here at the Games Con, and this is it. This is probably the only one I'm going to play. Oh no, take it back. I play Harry Potter Funkoverse. So I played 2 hot games here at Games Con. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was DC Funkoverse. I wanted to play Harry Potter, but didn't have that. But yeah, we had a lot of fun here at the Orlando Games Con. This is the last day, and this is Tapestry, and I certainly would tell all you guys to play this game and see if you like it, because the old Bones Collector really did like it, and I would certainly think about adding this to my collection. And guess what? We took a picture of the game and our final score, and we're entered in a drawing to win this very game. So keep your fingers crossed for me, because I really, really want this game. And to get it for free, that would be pretty awesome. But like and subscribe, and I'll see every one of you next time on the Bones Collector. I love you all. Bye-bye. Keep on board gaming. Hey, you guys. Welcome to Bones Collector, and we just got done playing Raw, a game by Reiner Knizia from 1999, and we're still here at the Orlando Game Con. I had never played Raw before, and it's an auction bidding game that is a lot of fun with a lot of tension, and I have to tell you, I really, really enjoy the game because of the tense nature of the bidding action. You can only bid, you get 4 of these sun tiles, and you can only use one of them to bid, and if you're number is the largest number when you make your bid, of course, you're going to get the tiles that are on the board. And it's a set collection game, as you see over here. So you want to, when tiles come out of the bag, they're drawn randomly out of this nice velour bag and lined up along the bottom of the board. And if those are tiles you want, then you want to make a nice bid for them. Not to mention, the last bid, auction bid that was won, that sun tile is out in the middle of the board, and you may want that. Maybe it's a larger number. Let's say maybe it's a 7, and you're like, I really want that 7, because once you win the bid, you put your winning bid tile there and take the old one, and it becomes part of your bid pool for the next round, which is pretty cool. And so you really have to plan for that. You have to ask yourself, not only do I want those tiles, but do I want that one in the center? You know, if it's a low number, do you really want to take that? Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But it's a lot of fun, and again, the game creates tension. The bidding mechanism creates a lot of tension in this game, and it's a lot of fun because of that. But I do got to say one thing I don't like, and that's the game production itself. This is another print run that was done recently, and they changed some things. These bidding tiles were wooden in the original version of the game, and I like that much better. I don't like these. They're ugly, and I don't know. I just don't like them. And then this Ra token, if you invoke Ra and cause a bidding process to begin, you take this Ra token and put it by your player pool, your bidding auction pool. And in the other game, it was a big wooden token, and I like the wooden token better than this plastic thing, so I don't like that. Then the board in the original version, I think it was smaller, but on the board it had all the scoring information in the original game on the board, and I like that a lot. They printed these little cards in this version so that you do have the scoring stuff there, but I don't like it. The tiles themselves are difficult to read on the card, or which ones are which. I don't know. I don't care for this one. I love this game, and I would pick it up, but I would want the original version. I don't care for the new production. So I mean, the game is fantastic. Again, it's by Reiner Knizia, one of the most respected board game designers ever, and he's done a lot of great games that I really, really love, and I like this one a lot. It's probably one of the best auction games out there. But I'm going to kind of hang out and bide my time until I can pick one of the original copies up off of somebody, because I just don't care for this one. But hey, the game is great, and I'm having a lot of fun. And guess what else happened? They had a raffle, and I won a game by a designer called Greg Brault, and it's called Dwarves of Iron Peak. So we won this. We won this game for free in the raffle. And then also in the raffle, this is pretty cool too. We had a great raffle. We won a $25 gift certificate to Cool Stuff Incorporated. Yes! And how long is it going to take me to spend that? Not very long. I may order something right now just to go pick it up on the way home. You know, but yeah, we won a $25 gift certificate to Cool Stuff. We won a game, and we've had a great time here at the Orlando Games Con, playing new games and old games, and hey, it was a good time. And thank you for watching the Old Bones Collector. I wish you were here, and I hope you were here. And like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on the Bones Collector. I love every one of you. Keep on board gaming, because guess what? It's the best hobby on the planet. I've said it before. Hey everybody, this is the Bones Collector, and I'm coming to you from Orlando Game Con still. I've been here for about 3 days, and I keep saying I'm going to go home, but I see something else I want to play. And today, or just now actually, we played a game called Papillon by J.B. Howell. Now J.B. Howell is from here in Orlando, so that's pretty cool. And not only is he from here in Orlando, but he's got 3 games in the hot games section right now. Not only Papillon, but he's also got a game called Flotilla. It's a 3 to 5 player game, so that's not for me. And the other game he has is Reavers of Midgard. And I haven't played that one either, but I have played Papillon, and I gotta tell you, this is a wonderful themed game, and it's about butterflies. If you notice these butterflies on these beautiful bushes, now you place the butterflies on these bushes, and that's the way you score points. So they're very, very pretty. And I just appreciate when board game designers come up with a theme this positive and wonderful. You can just smell the flowers, and it's very, very, the tiles are very pretty. The only thing I have to say about this game that it's a little bit fragile. There's already some broken butterflies from being played too much in the con. So it's, I can see, I couldn't play with my grandkids, they would destroy it in like the second play. But, and the bushes, they seem a little fragile to me too. Like they wiggle, the pieces wiggle, and I don't know. I really like, I like the game. Like again, it's a positive theme, and it has a bidding mechanism in it to decide who goes first when selecting rows of tiles. And then you select rows of tiles much like you do in Citrus. You select the whole row, and that's going to be the tiles that you place in your flower garden. But Citrus uses that same mechanic, and it works well here. And then you try in your play area to build large flower beds, and the larger the flower bed, you get bonuses for that during end of the round scoring and end game scoring. And then also you can score for closed fields, and every time you have a closed flower bed, you get to place a butterfly on the bush of that bush, the flower of that color. It looked like bushes to me, but yeah. So that's the way this game is played. It's very simple. Has a beautiful insert with it to take care of the game, and that would preserve these things pretty nicely. I don't know. The butterflies just seem a little bit fragile to me. And again, there's a couple of broken ones already, so I don't know how you beat that. Maybe they could have made them one piece somehow. I don't know. But yeah, the game was fun. I'm not going to be adding it to my collection anytime soon, but it's a nice game, and it was a good time, and a good job by J.B. Howell. A very positive themed game that's beautiful to look at, and kind of creative with the way you score with the butterflies on the beautiful flowers. So yeah, that's Papillon, and make sure you like and subscribe to the Old Bones Collector's channel, and thank you for watching, and I will see you next time on Bones Collector. Keep on playing board games, because it's the best hobby on the planet Earth. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to Bones Collector. I said I was going to go home about 4 hours ago, but I'm still here at the Orlando Game Con in 2019, and I just got done playing Starship Catan. And even though I've never played Settlers of Catan, which is one of the most popular board games ever, I think it came out in '96. I mean, it changed the board gaming industry when it came out. And this is a version of Catan, takes place in space. So each of you has a ship, and you're trying to build an engine. This is an engine building mechanism, and it works very well. It was pretty fun. You have to purchase colony ships and trade ships and turn those in for cards that have points on them. And this game is a race to 10 points, and that's where the tension comes in. It's a race. You want the first person to 10 points, boom, game ends. And that's kind of fun. I like games that end just right now, as soon as someone gets a certain point total. So that's what this game is all about. And you have these ships that you purchase tiles and flip over tiles, and they get stronger as they go. And these cards that you purchase give you benefits whenever you roll a certain die number. The die that you roll it only has 2 1s, 2 2s, and 2 3s. So it's a funny die, and you don't. It just takes a while to get your engine revved up, no pun intended, and to get going in this game. But once it gets going, it's pretty good. And it's the first time I've ever played it. The rules were very good. The game plays well. I didn't see any problems with it at all. I like the components. It's a small box, and you know how the old Bones Collector feels about small boxes and games that make you think. As long as you can get a small box game that's fun and makes you work a little bit intellectually, I'm all for that. I kind of like it. And that's Starship Catan, and I think that's it. I think I'm going home. It's 5 after 4, and this is over with at 6 o'clock, but I think we're out of here, and it's been a great time at the Orlando Game Con. I love every one of you. Have a beautiful day. Make sure you keep on board gaming, because it's the best hobby on the planet. And see you next time on The Bones Collector. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye-bye.